Okay. Hi, everyone. Jason Dentz with Ergotron. We're super excited to be back in BTC. We've actually been in there since the beginning in several different settings. A lot of people know us for our office solutions. We're really big in healthcare as well with our medical carts, and also have a very prevalent case for education. We have charging carts and also our LearnFit carts. So I want to focus on LearnFit today, just because post-pandemic, we're going to see a big need for LearnFits. We're already seeing it with a lot of our customers that we've had over the years. Just because LearnFit is proven to increase productivity, focus, collaboration. There's a lot of studies that have shown improved testing among students by using our LearnFits. But two very basic things are safety and comfort. So I want to show you the LearnFit here. It's very basic. It's obviously a mobile solution. Our constant force technology allows it to go up and down very smoothly, very safely. It's got a holder for tablets back here and pens and pencils, cup holder, and then a hook down below for your backpack. And you can also add on storage bins as well. So like I mentioned before, we don't want to discount safety and comfort. And that's why LearnFit has gone from a nice to have in a classroom to something that a lot of schools are seeing that they really need. And like I mentioned, our pro-grade designs make it very easy for schools to bring us into the equation very safely, very easily. One major concern amongst educators is improving remote engagement. So our mobile media center and Teachwell carts that Mike has in the BTC, it'll show that it's very easy engagement to do face-to-face, both in person and remotely, where you're not just neglecting one side or the other. If you need help from one of our office and education field specialists, we actually have 20 throughout the US that can do virtual site surveys, help your customers fill all their ergonomic needs. And of course, you have me helping out Ingram Micro for any bid processes that you have going on, and making sure that everything runs super smoothly when it comes to Ergotron partnering with Ingram Micro. So with that, thank you for your time, and we're going to kick it back over to Mike.
All right. Hey, thanks, Jason. We have, as you mentioned, really a bunch of different Ergotron pieces of equipment in the center. They're useful certainly for in the classroom, plus really sort of all around the place. Various displays. I really love rolling stuff around in the data center. Those types of things. I have a thermal camera on a cart there that we use for mobility, so we can move it around. So lots of great things. When I usually talk about Ergotron in education, it really is the sit stand idea, the healthiness for kids, the engagement that you get out of it, and the flexibility. That you get from being able to sort of move a classroom around, right? So, I mean, learn from anywhere. You can move around anywhere in one particular class. But really, with the pandemic, has anything changed in that model or in the value of having Ergotron in a school?
Yeah, I think so. That's a really good point, Mike. We actually have a case study with Apple Valley. They're up in Minnesota, just where we're headquartered. And they went from being a charging cart, originally a charging cart customer of ours, to incorporating LearnFit throughout their buildings. And they saw a huge impact right off the bat. That was pre-pandemic. Schools like them are now seeing a need even more so. And you actually hit one of them where you can roll around a mobile screening solution where you can make sure people are entering the building safely. You can actually do counting and making like a visitor management type of a solution. So yeah, we've seen a need, like I mentioned before, for LearnFit as being a nice to have to being something that's very important for both safety and comfort and peace of mind among students to be properly spaced. And if they're not worrying about safety or comfort, then that allows them to focus more on the curriculum. And we've seen great success stories come from that. So that's a really good point.
All right. Terrific. Thanks, Jason. Certainly, Ergotron's an important part of the new classroom in the future here.
Thanks a lot, Mike.
Now, I will say, so once I had my son in here, and I think at the time he might have been a high school junior or that kind of age, and like he saw these desks in the class, and he's just like, oh, like he couldn't imagine sort of the flexibility of moving around. I mean, and now
Yeah.
you have really people that are used to maybe some learning from home, right? And
Yeah.
can they sit still for 40 minutes at a time anymore?
Yeah.
Really, it's it's something to think about as I think a lot of high schools certainly around here are 2 days a week, right? And then you're 2 days a week home, 2 days in for most of the year. So getting back to 5 days a week, let's say next year, if that's what happens, seems like a pretty good fit there. So I guess
Yeah,
we'll
it's
see what
funny you
happens.
mentioned it. Like, yeah, because on our partner portal, we actually have a funny video that was on CNN a couple of years ago where students, they're like fifth or sixth graders, and they heard standing desks and they thought, how am I going to stand all day? There's no way I can do that. But then when they came in and saw, you can sit for half the day, stand for the other half, it really, like I mentioned before, it improved their test scores. It improved collaboration where you can wheel around and go into a circle and collaborate a lot better. And it just, I myself, I never do a meeting or a training or anything sitting down. I'm always standing up because I think a lot more clearly. I'm a lot more productive. I'm a lot more alert. My back isn't tired at the end of the day. So it makes worlds of difference, whether you're in a classroom or the new work environment that we're all going to be experiencing.
All right. Outstanding.